Okay, so now we got the problem of finding out the total area that's enclosed by the circle shown here, as well as the total area enclosed by the square. So the area of a square is x squared, and the area of the circle is pi r squared, but we don't know what the radius of that circle is. However, we do know what the circumference of that circle is. The circumference is the distance around the circle, and so that distance, this length right here, is the circumference of that circle. And so that circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. So if we take that equation right there, we know that the circumference is 16 minus 4x from the diagram. Solve for the radius by dividing everything by 2 first. So we take this 2, divide everything by 2, and then divide by pi. So once we divide by 2, we get the 8 minus 2x, and then we divide by pi. So the radius of that circle, of that wire, is 8 minus 2x over pi. And so then we can write out the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. And so substituting in the 8 minus 2x over pi in for r for the radius and squaring it, what we would get is pi times, and then it's 64 minus 32x plus 4x squared. That's what you get when you take 8 minus 2x and square it, divided by pi squared, which is of course pi squared. And then one of the pi's cancels, the one in the top cancels with one of the ones on the bottom, leaving you with just pi. So that's the area of the circle. We add that to the area of the square, and we would get x squared plus 64 minus 32x plus 4x squared over pi. So when we enter that into the calculator, we have to make sure that that numerator in that fraction, in that rational expression, is surrounded by parentheses before we divide by pi.